Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to Level-Headed News. I'm your host, Brenda. I have a couple articles for you about this carrier deal that Trump's working on to try to save American jobs. First one I have is off of BizPack Review. It says, Earnest dismisses Trump's carrier deal, says he needs to do it 804 more times to meet Obama's stellar record. The White House dismissed President-elect Donald Trump's ability to negotiate with Carrier Corporation to retain its 1,000 manufacturing jobs in Indiana as no big deal, rather than moving facilities to Mexico as the company had initially planned. The deal was announced Tuesday, and the subject came up Wednesday White House Daily Press briefing. There is a video here by the Washington Free Beacon if you'd like to pull this article up and take a look at that. It says, although the White House spokesman Josh Earnest initially admitted that it was good news, he claimed that it fell far short of Obama's job creation record. I know that President-elect has indicated he deserves credit for that announcement. I guess what I would observe is that if he is successful in doing that 804 more times, then he will meet the record of manufacturing jobs that were created in the United States while President Obama was in office, Earnest said. In other words, Earnest compared Obama's nearly 8-year record with that of Trump, which was 0 minus 51 days. Trump wins over, that's another article link for you to click on there. It says this press, or these tongue-tied. The press secretary ignored the far larger number of jobs lost under the Obama administration, as evidenced by the lowering job participation rate. He did, however, touch upon the more than 1 million jobs in the industrial Midwest that were saved when President Obama made the decision to save the American auto industry. There is, of course, no method of counting jobs saved. Earnest didn't mention that just 6 months earlier, President Obama thought the act of keeping carriers' jobs in Indiana would be next to impossible and likened it to Trump waving a magic wand. The second article that I have for you is off of BizPack Review. It says, Josh Earnest inadvertently makes Obama's legacy a laughing stock with one sentence. It says, oh, what a legacy President Obama will leave. He has to wonder why Obama's press secretary Josh Earnest said that the president had lived up to the goals of the Nobel Peace Prize he was given back in 2008. Really? Does that include drone strikes and decisions that led to the rise of ISIS in Iraq around the world? CBS political reporter Mark Knoller made note of the absurd claim on Twitter. And the Twitter post reads, at today's briefing at PressSec, said despite U.S. military actions ordered by President Obama, he lived up to the goals of the Nobel Peace Prize. Naturally, it wasn't long before Twitter users went crazy with hilarious slams of the press secretary's surreal claim. And there's a whole list of those on here if you want to take a look at what people have to say about it. One says RT at Mark Knoller. PressX says, despite U.S. military actions ordered by Obama, he lived up to the goals of the Nobel Peace Prize. And it has pictures of people in amazement underneath it. And, oh gosh, this is arguably true since the present day goal of the Nobel Peace Prize is to laud a famous person we like. And they just go on and on and on. I mean, there's a whole page full of those. So if you want to get a giggle, you can pull that up and take a look at that.